Hello neighbors, it's Brad here at eTrailer, and today we're taking a look at the B&W 3-ball tow and stow ball mount. Here we have it in our black powder coat finish, but it's also going to be available in all chrome. So if that's the look you're going for, you can pick between the two. Now, this ball mount is going to be designed for 2" by 2" receiver tube openings, which is kind of the standard that you see on a lot of different hitches on vehicles. And the great part about this is a ball mount you buy once, and you're going to have all the balls necessary to hook up to a bunch of different trailers and some adjustability. And that kind of is the struggle sometimes with ball mounts is, you can determine your rise or drop necessary by measuring your receiver tube opening and then measuring from the ground to the top of your coupler of your trailer. But that's assuming that you're going to be using the same truck and trailer combo. Anytime you go to a different trailer, you may or may not have to adjust that. And being able to do that means that you can really cover a lot of different adjustments and all the balls with one ball mount and not really have to swap anything out. And what that means is for a normal coupler, for something you tow with an F-150 like we have here, a 2" ball mount comes into play to a lot of trailers. And this one's rated at 7,500 pounds. And that's what you're going to want to adhere to, is the rating that's on the ball. And as you go to each different size balls, it is going to change weight capacity. So if you have a small trailer like a 1 7/8" ball, that's going to be 3,500 pounds. And then moving up to a 2 5/16, you get 10,000 pounds of capacity. In order to swap this over, you can see this rotates around, but you are given this nice stainless pin, which has knurled edges, makes it super easy to drop into place. So that way, when you get the ball set up exactly where you want with the ball size, you can just put your pin in and clip that up, and then you're ready to go. Now, if you need to adjust in small increments to get that height perfect for your trailer, no problem. We have 2 more of those pin and clips. You'll just simply pull those out and adjust as necessary. So here we have our drop position, as you can tell, and that's going to be a 3" drop. So that's going to account for a lot of different, trailers that might be a little bit lower, but if you do need to go in a rise position, you can also do that. In the rise position, you're going to get 3.5 inches of adjustability. So here we have it at our full top, but you can still drop this down. And between the rise or drop and being able to adjust, you're going to be able to fine tune this to your trailer. Now, if you have a lifted truck or a trailer that's maybe an odd height for its coupler, there are larger ones available, including 7 inches, to where you can really get a little bit more travel. But this is going to cover a good majority of what you're going to be hooking up to. You're going to see that there's 2 holes in the shank, and this is a solid shank. It's very heavy duty, and this is really nice because it may work just fine, all the way tight on this truck, but that may not be the case for your vehicle. So to give you a little bit more clearance, you have 2 different options, and that way you can get that ball out as far as you need to or draw on ends. It's really going to just open it up as to what vehicles you can use this with. So as I put this over in the drop, I'll show you the tow and stow feature. For the stow feature, you'll just take the center ball, put it in the up position, and you'll see that the second hole back is going to lock that in place, whereas this front hole is going to be for when you have the 2 5/16 or the 2" ball. So we'll pin this up, and then we'll take out our other 2 pin and clips. And then we can let this drop down, rise this back up, and then pin it in place. And now you have a nice flat panel here, so you don't have a ball sticking out, but you're ready to go whenever you need to by just swinging that back out. Having that further pin, I was able to draw this in more. We have it in our stowed position, so you can see you can walk around the truck and really don't have to worry about hitting your shins on anything. Now this brings up a few different points. In the drop position is the only way that you're going to be able to stow this, so you really do need a vehicle with a decent amount of ground clearance. 11 inches is kind of the minimum that you're going to want to work with, and that way you're not bottoming this out. There are longer ones available if you have a taller truck, but this is a great size for a good amount of half tons and even SUVs if you plan on towing. Something else to point out is if you have a GM truck with a multi-pro tailgate, which is a really cool feature that allows you to fold it all down to have a staircase to walk up. One of the issues with that is if you have a ball mount in place, you're gonna hit your tailgate. Well, B&W actually offers one that's slanted, that's gonna give you the clearance to still be able to use that tailgate. And then whenever you need that ball mount, you can just undo the stow feature and you're ready to go. And that's something that's unique that B&W came out with, is for those tailgates. So if you have that truck, this isn't the ball mount. You're gonna wanna look at that multi-pro tailgate one. They're really a great option. I think this solves a lot of issues that you may have with hooking up to multiple different trailers by having all 3 balls already in one spot. That way you don't have to grab a different ball mount to hook up to a trailer. And something else that you might not think about is, well, with the ball mount, you can swap the balls on them, but you have to torque them down each time. These, there's no torquing. You're ready to go with all 3 of them already. Talk to anyone that has a B&W product, they're gonna say the same thing. They're super high quality, and this is, falls along right in line with that. So hopefully this is a great option for whatever tow rig you may have and whatever trailer you may need to pull. So that's a look at the B&W Tri-Ball Tow and Stow Ball Mount.